Hi, everybody. Bandicoot Commando here, and welcome back to Infamous Festival of Blood. Last time, um, I did a few demonstrations on getting some powers, on how you got to kill some firstborns, you got to kill vampires, yada yada. But we moved on with the mission where Hull was able to track down a firstborn that took away the Barbed Cross that we'll need to defeat Bloody Mary. The cross is gone. It's still around though. We just got to find it. And so from there, I then spent a good chunk of time, not in the last video, but off screen that is, getting Mary's teachings and the blood jars and trying to get all the other abilities that I can. So today we're going to move on, but before we move on with the story proper, this is the very last jar right here I need to break. If you wish to get all 100 of them, you got to at least get 5 of Mary's teachings in total. Then it will enhance your vampire sense in order to show the blood jars on the map. They'll appear as yellow dots. Light blue dots that look like blast shards, those are arrows that will point to Mary's teachings, usually. There we go. With a full jar, this town will suffer for what it did to Bloody Mary. Now, there's two areas where these are here. Learn and grow, fellow vampire. Oh, I don't have time for this, but right here. I'm gonna run away from these guys. Deliver the humans here. Yeah, those are gonna remain there. Also, I can... Alright, let's get the hell out of here. So, once you have a full jar, or full blood, full blood, you could pretty much get around everywhere here in New Marais. You can pop those if you want. You do get a trophy achievement for doing so. Now, oh yeah, I said we'd listen to Mary's teachings. So these are not really in any order. They should be, but they're not though. We've listened to these and the clergymen. So now we just got to move on, and I'll play the remaining 8 of them. And yeah, there's 10 of these in total. I was wrong. So, the governor.
I've just returned from a lovely respite at the home of a local governor. He was a man of considerable means, and he offered to deliver 10 victims in trade for each day I allowed him and his family to live. I enjoyed his hospitality for nearly a fortnight before he became unable to keep his end of the bargain, his delivery being short by 3 people. Well, I am not unreasonable. I took his wife and 2 daughters to make up the difference, and allowed him another full day of life to enjoy the fruits of his clever bargaining.
These really these really just simply talk about Mary and how just the stuff she's done over the centuries.
There is nothing I enjoy more than strolling down a crowded street on a warm night. All around me, people rushing and loitering, scheming and loving, bearing their souls and lying through their teeth. I hear the pounding hearts, the coursing veins.
Oh, that got interrupted all because I had to feed. Let's watch that. Let's listen to that again.
There is nothing I enjoy more than strolling down a crowded street on a warm night. All around me, people rushing and loitering, scheming and loving, bearing their souls and lying through their teeth. I hear the pounding hearts, the coursing veins. I see flushed cheeks and bared necks. The street is my garden, and the fruit is in season. Some ripe and tender, others tough and withered, but all bursting with the red nectar of life that begs to be released. Ah, what joy to exist as a creature of solitary desire and be surrounded by endless supply.
Anytime you see the red go off on Cole's head, that usually means there's a firstborn nearby. In fact, yeah, there's one down there. But we're gonna leave it alone. The chef.
This evening I was privileged to make the acquaintance of Adrien Lamond, one of Paris's most prominent chefs. He made me an exquisite meal.
That's it. The widowed innkeeper.
Upon arriving in Nouméret, I met a kindly innkeeper who showed me special attention. His wife had died 13 years prior in childbirth, and she left him with an inn to manage and twin baby girls to raise. Oh, those girls were his very heart. He would watch them proudly as they walked among the tables serving food and drink. Oh, they were beautiful in appearance and sweet in manner, having blossomed into young women at an early age. Their beauty was striking, but their similarity even more so. Patrons would often stop and stare as they walked past. By any measure of observation, the two girls were completely identical. As I recall, they even tasted the same.
Colonel.
I have been hunted by many men, but the most persistent was Colonel John Greystone. The colonel pursued me for months before his efforts finally bore fruit. He had brought his entire family to face me. Over 30 men and boys armed with muskets, stakes, and holy water. I'm afraid their efforts were futile. I converted the youngest of them first, then forced the colonel to watch while his grandchildren tore his sons to pieces. Oh, for the colonel himself, I broke both his arms at the shoulders and left him hanging upside down, secured to an oak tree on the back of his property. Well, there were no large animals living near that region, but it was well known that the Greystoke Manor had frequent trouble with rats.
Flavor.
My first attempt to reach the Americas was ineffectual. I knew I would need sustenance for the long journey, so I sought passage on a crowded slave ship that was captained by an arrogant and vulgar slave runner. I avoided his company during the day, and each night I would sneak below decks and draw blood from the wretches chained up in the hold. After less than a week at sea, we were forced to return to port because the fool slaver had murdered half his crew for insubordination. I happily parted company as soon as we docked, but not before I'd finished my work among his cargo. We sailed away with his boat, still full of slaves, but he was no longer their master. Local legend says the slaver's body was found floating in the harbor the next morning, so full of holes and emptied of blood that even the sharks had been unable to detect it.
Sharks need to smell that blood. The butcher. And the baker. And the candlestick maker.
I was especially ravenous this evening, so I decided to forego stealth altogether. I knocked at the door of the first house I came to, and as soon as they allowed me inside, I ravaged them without hesitation. The family was large, both in stature and in number. I consumed the mother, the cook, the gardener, and had just finished the last of the 7 children when the front door burst open. The doorway was filled by a massive man in white clothing that was stained all over with blood. His large, meaty hands were also tinted red, and the right one held a large cleaver. The look of shock on his face was matched by the surprised smile on my own. I had apparently chosen the home of the town's butcher. He screamed in anger before succumbing to my bite, but for a moment I knew he had felt the same thing I had, a surprising sense of kinship.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. And the final one, immortality.
I've been called many things: a monster, a demon, an abomination. Men condemn my feelings as the worst kind of sin, but their judgments are naive and short-sighted. I have watched generations of men rise and fall, their bodies return to dust, and their names quickly forgotten. All their energies wasted on trivialities. Each time I drink, I give a fleeting, meaningless human the chance to contribute to an eternal purpose, the opportunity to be valued by a god.
And that's it. That's everything you'll need to know about Mary. Now that we got that done, let's continue our story. Blood conduits. This is technically the next mission for the story. I think I found a big old nest of them soulless, baby-biting blood monkeys. No offense to you, of course. You're my favorite blood monkey. Nothing like the rest of them. It was my blood that brought Mary back to life. I thought vampires were a myth. Myth? Like a guy who could shoot lightning and suck electricity from lights? Exactly. I think vampires are conduits, but instead of electricity, they drain blood for power. Great, you cracked the code. Doesn't make sucking the life out of people any less messed up. I know, but it's just... What, you getting tender on me now? You getting tender on them now? Little conduit bonding going on? No, no. Just show me where the nest's at. You got it, killer. Paul may not be wrong. It's possible that the vampires are indeed simply conduits who have unnatural abilities. They're in there, brother. Let's go get them. Hang back. I got this. No way. Sun'll be up soon. I ain't losing you to Mary. Remember, you gotta kill these guys. Oh yeah, Zeke will try to help. I got the Magnum Bolt power, and I mean, it's alright, but I'd rather use something more rapid fire, you know? Ugh. Uh-oh. Zeke! Pull! Vampire sense. Don't fail me now. Gather what you can before the burn. Over the river and through the woods. Hold on. Was Where was that last one pointing? Oh, we're going to one of those human camps? Yeah, I know where we're going. We're going to this one. These do have a purpose after all. Zeke may or may not be here. heal up. Out of my way, big guy. I don't have time for this. Got him. Now I just need to finish the job. And I need to stab you. Or not. Shoot the luck, man! Get me out of here! Gotta free the others, too. Thanks, man. Heard them talking about storing humans for the long day ahead. They're like squirrels with nuts, and you're the nut. Still feeling that conduit solitary? Celerity? Or them treating me like canned food change your mind? I saved you, didn't I? Next time, stay out of the fight. Sorry, man. I'm grateful you getting me out of that cage and all, but I ain't ever gonna stop trying to help. I don't have to rate the mission. Yep. I believe we gotta do another... Yeah, we gotta do another one.
Yep. Pyre Knight's a crazy time in New Marais. Cole could feel his abilities expanding. That made him hungry for the next challenge, and ready for the rewards.
Alright, let's go. Now here's the thing. In order to do more of these, because the abilities I got now, that's only a fraction of what you can gain. If you really want to get all the abilities in the game, you do have to, come here. I need your blood. Thank you for contributing. You do have to beat the game story mode, but I don't know if I was glitched or anything, but after I beat the game story mode, I couldn't access the UGC after that, so... Animals. Saw a pack of your blood conduit buddies down in the park. Damn things look like a normal person. Then bam! Chomping into your neck. Disgusting. They have to feed, man. That's what they are. Come on. You'd never bite into someone. You're not an animal. I don't know about that, Zeke. You didn't. Blood, Zeke. I need it. If I don't kill Mary before sunrise, you think anyone in this town's safe? And that justifies eating people? You tell me, Zeke. Better take him out pronto, or we're gonna have a full-on Fanger outbreak. Alright, we gotta find the hidden vampires. It's Morbin time! We may have 2 minutes, but you're still gonna want to be quick and efficient with this. Any people you find, just scan them. And remember, when the red goes off on the head, that means one of these guys is nearby. They do try to run away too, so... Oh, if you try biting a firstborn, a hidden firstborn, it won't end well for you. I mean, all it'll do is that it'll transform and knock you off. They keep searching. There's only 2 of them left. Sorry. It's telling me about using vampire vision. I know that, but I have to at least run around and search. There's got to be another one here somewhere. Hey. Yeah, hold on. I saw that on the map. Oh shoot, we only have 30 seconds to get one more. I guess the longer it takes for you to find them. Positive he was a yeah. Well, that was a close one. We were almost out of time. Beep beep. Zeke, you there? Think I got the last of them. Happy to hear that, because the courthouse is getting turned into a butcher shop. Be right there. Beep. Paul McGrath? It's Amber. You saved my life, remember? Honestly, no. God, her blood smells good. It's cool. You're all over the place, I know. But maybe you'll give me a chance to make a second impression? Sorry, we gotta get to the butcher shop. That was harder than I thought. Maybe Zeke's right. I want the blood, but do I really need it? If you want, you can run back and bite her. But I'm not gonna do that, obviously. Alright, using our powers, let's move on. Look! Yes, this is the place. Blood! I'll save you, brother. Don't need help. Just gonna get out of here. They'll drain you dry. Ain't gonna get scared off by no animal. Okay, let's take care of the... Oh! Get off! I gotta take care of the small fry. Get off! Oh, at this rate, they're just gonna keep coming, aren't they? Okay, that helped me. Need to find more power to drain. Where'd he go? Get over here. Alright, let's finish it. Victory! Victory! You gotta quit jumping into fights like that. Why? People back each other up. It's what friends do. I don't die as easy as you. I like a car battery and I'm fine. Drink some blood and you're back in action. I just saved your ass. And I'm trying to save you. People aren't food. They're people. Don't want you doing things tonight you can't live with tomorrow. Well, that's it. I think, I might be wrong, but I think that's all the user-generated content missions. Free coal from Bloody Mary to unlock the remaining ones, and story creator so you can get more abilities. Zeke should call us.
Look, man, that Barbed Cross is a big deal for these fingers. You got any idea where they'd hide something that valuable?
I don't know. You know what? Maybe the room where they kept Bloody Mary's corpse. I'll go check it out.
Right on. I'll meet you at the cathedral and we'll retrace your steps when you first went in.
Yeah, look, man, I appreciate the offer, but, I got this under control.
Sun's gonna come up. You only got a few hours left.
It's too dangerous, see? I better go out this alone.
You say so.
Alright, there it is. Let me just... There's really nothing left I can do. There's nothing left I can do at this point. Alrighty. That'll do for this episode of Infamous Festival of Blood. Join me next time as we investigate and see if we can find the Barbed Cross. So that is it, and I will see you guys next time.